Jamie Dimon on Squawk this morning, Jim, talking about the consumer, the strength of the banking system, calling crypto a sideshow, and pet rocks, the equivalent.
Yeah, I thought that was right about crypto. I think Jamie has a laundry list of things that he could easily trot out to be alarmed by. And against that, he says that our military is good. I think we all agree with that. I was put off by it because what it said was, I'm basically like everybody else. I just don't think we can really get out of this situation. The situation's bad. There's going to be inflation, or it's going to be a recession. And when I listen to that, it says to me, okay, we've got the big strategists saying we don't like the market. We have individual stocks being downgraded. We have Jamie Dimon, is a very smart guy, saying, listen, there's nothing here. David, I'm not hearing anyone saying the following, which is, you know what, the market has been, there's been really some very big values being created. There's some winners. There's some losers that are going away. When the Fed stops, which it eventually will, because there's going to be big layoffs, there's going to be great opportunity. I do not ever hear the word opportunity. It's almost as if we've banned the word opportunity.
Well, it may be because there are a lot of people who continue to believe, Jim, that there's demand destruction yet to come, and that earnings have not come down in terms of the estimates or what will be the reality next year to a level that makes the market not attractive right now. I mean, it's that simple. You know it.
Well,
and there are plenty who still believe that.
Yes.
And that was in action a bit yesterday.
Now you have, but here's an example of what is just driving me crazy. Here's a piece, Morgan Stanley. Jack be nimble. Not time to be long, large cap banks yet. Double upgrade JP Morgan. See, this is the kind of thing. I'm like, hey, you know what? The Giants, they're doing quite poorly. I'm picking them for the Super Bowl. I mean, I need to hear something that indicates you can't have everything. You can't have, listen, it looks really good. It's going to be really bad. And
it is a shift in coverage, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, Jack be nimble. I mean, what is, Jack be quick. You sell JP Morgan with a candlestick. I mean, what is this? I mean, people, come on. Be a little more rigorous. Say things and work a little. Don't look at the chart. Make a decision that things are going down. Jamie Dimon, do some more work. Don't say hurricane. You should have said, listen, you know what? I misspoke. What I meant to say was it could be a challenging time. I mean, who are these people? They're paying a fortune to try to find ways to be able to help people make money. And they come on, and what do they have to say? It's like, hey, listen, I'm sorry it's so bad. What do we like?
Well, yeah. At least your friend Jamie didn't say hurricane. He refrained from doing so.
I didn't know he's my friend. That's terrific. Maybe we're doing something this weekend. Maybe we're going to play the National.
I know.
You play the National?
I use the friend term liberally because you use it with me.
All right, we'll play Shinnecock.
And I know you guys are really not friends, but
that's better.
But he didn't. I think he's been encouraged. Don't say hurricane, please, Jamie. But he did, at the same time, have some things to say.
You have a positive clip you're going to play?
No, it's not positive in terms of the risks and his concerns.
The risks.
Now, 4% on their way to 5%. Inflation is eroding everything I just said, and that $1.5 trillion will run out sometime mid-year next year. And so when you're looking out forward, those things may very well derail the economy and cause this mild or hard recession that people are worried about.
I mean, look, Federal Reserve Chairman Jay Powell has raised rates at a furious pace to try to stop inflation. I think Jamie ought to do this too. I now ask CEOs, someone behind the scenes, because they don't really want to talk about it, how hard is it to get people? Something changed in the last 4 weeks. It's suddenly not hard. The companies I talk to, all of them, not hard. We get resumes. We got people who want to come back to work. That's why I think that you got to be very careful. I mean, to me, none of these guys were saying the following, which is, the Fed will keep doing this, and then one day we're going to wake up and see a lot of layoffs. And the Fed you're going to see the table of employment, you're going to come down for a lot of places. And there are people. I mean, I was talking to someone from a major construction company yesterday who just said, I don't know what's happened, but in the last 3 weeks, we could fill any job and then some. And it's just happening right now. And alluded to the fact that Amazon layoffs are going to impact the economy.
It's interesting. It's like a fire. It's working through, but it's not everywhere. Volkswagen this morning, difficulty finding qualified workers. David Solomon this morning talking about how impressed he's been in his peers being tenacious and retaining talent.
while he is actually, I think, compensation-wise, going to come out in a way that people are going to have to rethink how well they're doing.
You mean compensation firm-wide at Goldman Sachs?
I think JP Morgan is you make more money there, you make more money at some of these other firms. I think Goldman, you're not going to make as much money as you thought you were going to.